Awesome. So it's day 19. I'm doing two of these videos in the same day, to be honest. It's funny because I made day 20 video on accident, and then I was like, oh crap, I missed day 19. I was like, oh yeah, I got to catch up a day. So the universe literally made me make a mistake so I would make two videos today. It's how the flow just gets crazy. I love it so much. You make a mistake and you realize it's actually perfection, getting you to where you need to go. So not beating yourselves up for the mistakes, but like knowing the mistake is part of the flow. When you fail, it's part of it. If something doesn't go right, it's helping you get to somewhere else. And I like that. I'm like this martial arts dancing guy. So for this video, it's reality rests within. I'm gonna bring Omega in to talk because for some reason they want to come through really strong. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Dear ones, dear Daniel, thank you for bringing us through to talk about where your reality rests. You have been told a great lie, dear ones, a great lie from your society, and this comes from a place we won't speak of, but a great lie from beyond, a galactic lie that has been brought forth through you. And the one lie is that your external world has anything to do with your happiness. That when you work hard, get something, get to a certain place, get to a higher level, get into a higher level of consciousness, get somewhere else, you will be more joyful, more blissful, and more full of what we would call God source. When God's source rests within you, dear one, you were born with it. When you were a baby, you were pure joy. You were pure bliss. You were there. You came forth into the world and you felt that innocence, felt that love within your heart. And what we want to do, dear one, is bring you this message of that you are a divine source. You climb into this earth connected to a certain vibration, a certain source vibration that is now being played out. And your source vibration came through at a certain astrological time. So you have a certain purpose, a certain way of fitting in this world that you are born with, the certain vibe that you have within you that will manifest your life from here on out. And to think that anything isn't perfect just as it is a lie. Everything that happens right now is divine perfection, is a perfect reflection of your vibration in this current moment at this current time. And by shifting your internal state, everything external shifts. But by focusing on the external, you're losing your power. Your power is inside of you. Just like a computer screen, its internal nature, its internal chips and power reflects outward what it brings into the world. The internal program reflects the external video game, but what really makes the game is the internal program. And by focusing on the internal program and what's happening within you, within your computer system, your programs, when you shift those, you shift your reality externally. It changes the game yet you're playing because you changed the program. Just like a video game, if you change the program, the game would change. In a movie, if you would change the CGI program, then the CGI would change. The movie would change if you changed what was being played. But you've been told over and over and over and over again that if you work harder, if you do this, if you do this, if you do this, if you work harder, if you work harder, if you do this, if you go on this certain path, if you get this certain job, if you work up the ladder, if you work up this society, you will be happier. You will find happiness. You will pursue happiness, which is a lie. It's a lie. Happiness rests within. You don't pursue anything. All you do is go internally and you shift what's in there, and that shifts your whole reality, shifts your whole consciousness, and brings forth a different reflection from your external reality. Stop focusing out there. Only focus within here. And once you only focus within here, you can actually manifest the feeling of freedom. Feel it. Abundance. You can feel it. Happiness, you can feel it. Excitement, you can feel it. You can actually manifest internally your emotions that you want to experience at that time. And yes, you will be triggered and you'll have to feel those emotions, but you'll be grateful because those are showing you the internal vibrations that need to be shifted. And you know that everything is internal, that there's never a victim to external circumstances. It's all here to help you. Everything is perfection, dear one. Remember that. Remember that you are the perfection that is brought forth from this earth, and you are the perfection that shines forth through your internal sun. Your internal sun shines bright. Remember that and tap into that part of you, dear one. We love you so much. Awesome. I ended at 444. That's really cool. That number's been coming to me a lot. Awesome. Amazing. Internally is everything. That's where the reality comes from. When we realize that, We don't go, oh, when do I do this? When do I do that? How do I make more money? And we stop focusing on the actions and go straight internal to create abundance. Like you're basically churning up your energy, like, your emotions over and over again, like churning up your abundance and churning up that emotion where you just like can't even stop the action. Like the action just like comes from you. It's like, rah, you just like know where to go. You basically are creating the internal, you're filling yourself up with so much gas in your car that you can drive anywhere and you know exactly where to go. And you know that there's an internal GPS. You trust in your higher guidance and you can just flow in the moment because that's all the power you got. Thank you. And I'll see you in the next video.